Welcome back to the channel USA Coins 69, where we dive deep into the world of rare coins, hidden gems, and those small pieces of metal that can carry astonishing value. Today, we're going to explore a coin that might be sitting unnoticed in your pocket change, in your drawer, or even in an old collection, the United States Jefferson nickel from 1972. Don't let its modest 5-cent denomination fool you, because this little nickel has stories, history, and the potential to be worth an incredible amount. Stay tuned until the end, because the value of this coin will absolutely blow your mind. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since it was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Featuring the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, on the obverse, and his home, Monticello, on the reverse, it has become one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. The 1972 issue, in particular, comes from a time when the United States was navigating a complex economic landscape. The country was experiencing significant changes, from the Vietnam War winding down to shifts in domestic policies, and coins like these reflect a snapshot of that era. The 1972 Jefferson nickel is part of the series minted in Denver, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. While millions were produced, collectors know that there are some very specific details that can make a 1972 nickel extremely rare and highly sought after. When it comes to coins, rarity and condition are everything. Many 1972 nickels were circulated heavily, they were used in daily transactions, passed from hand to hand, jar to jar, and over time, most show signs of wear. But a nickel that has survived decades in pristine condition, free of scratches, dings, or discoloration, can become a treasure beyond imagination. One fascinating aspect of the 1972 Jefferson nickel is the potential for minting errors or unique features that make certain coins exceptionally valuable. Coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or other unusual characteristics stand out because they are essentially one of a kind. Collectors are always on the lookout for these anomalies because they not only tell a story about the minting process but also dramatically increase the coin's market value. Even small variations in the shape of Jefferson's profile, the lettering, or the placement of Monticello can set a coin apart from the millions of others minted that same year. Let's also take a moment to appreciate the design of the Jefferson nickel. The obverse side showcases Thomas Jefferson, one of America's most iconic presidents, with his distinct profile and thoughtful expression captured in fine detail. The reverse features Monticello, Jefferson's beloved Virginia home, a symbol of his enduring legacy and the architectural beauty he admired. These designs are more than just art, they are symbols of American history and innovation, making the coin not only a monetary object but also a cultural artifact. Collectors often focus on specific mint marks when evaluating the 1972 Jefferson nickel. Coins minted in Philadelphia are marked differently than those from Denver or San Francisco, and this can affect rarity and value. Coins in uncirculated condition, especially with a brilliant, original luster, are highly desirable. Even a small imperfection can significantly reduce a coin's grade, which is why professional grading services like PCGS and NGC are commonly used by serious collectors to authenticate and certify these coins. A high-grade 1972 Jefferson nickel could easily be considered a centerpiece of any collection. The appeal of this coin isn't just historical or aesthetic, it's also financial. While most Jefferson nickels from 1972 are common and worth their face value, the rare finds, especially those in pristine condition or with errors, have been known to fetch astonishing sums at auction. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that are scarce, flawless, and tell a unique story. Some of these coins have even crossed the six-figure threshold in private sales, proving that even a humble 5-cent piece can hold extraordinary value when conditions align. So, what does this mean for you if you happen to own a 1972 Jefferson nickel? The first step is to carefully examine your coin. Look for mint marks, evaluate the condition, and consider whether there are any unusual characteristics. A coin that has been preserved without scratches, discoloration, or signs of circulation is already in a league above most coins from that year. If you find a version with an error or unusual feature, it could be even more valuable, attracting attention from collectors around the world. The combination of history, artistry, rarity, and condition all contribute to making this coin a remarkable find. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you have a 1972 Jefferson nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare error, it could be worth an incredible $65,000. That's right, $65,000 for a coin that was originally worth just 5 cents. It's a powerful reminder that treasures can come in the smallest of packages and that even the coins we take for granted today might hold unimaginable value tomorrow. So, next time you're sorting through pocket change, scanning old coin jars, or exploring estate sales, keep your eyes peeled for a 1972 Jefferson nickel. It's more than just a coin, it's a piece of history, a work of art, and potentially, a life-changing treasure. Today, we're diving into a piece of American history that may be hiding in your pocket change, sitting in a drawer, or tucked away in an old coin collection, the 1973 Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it may seem like just another 5-cent coin, but you'll be amazed to discover that this small piece of metal could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Stick with me until the very end because the value of this coin is absolutely staggering. The Jefferson nickel has been a mainstay of United States currency since 1938. It replaced the Buffalo nickel and quickly became one of the most recognizable coins in American circulation. Its obverse showcases Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, in a dignified profile, while the reverse features Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia home. The 1973 issue of the Jefferson nickel comes from a unique time in American history, a period marked by social change, economic challenges, and cultural evolution. Coins from this era serve as small, tangible pieces of history, reflecting the daily lives and monetary transactions of Americans during the early 1970s. Millions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1973 across the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. While the majority were used in everyday transactions and have become common, there are certain coins from this year that are extraordinarily rare and highly sought after by collectors. The rarity, combined with the coin's condition, plays a major role in determining its value. Over decades of circulation, most coins show signs of wear, scratches, nicks, discoloration, but a nickel preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition can command a premium unlike anything its face value suggests. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1973 Jefferson nickel is the potential for minting errors or unique variations. Coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies are considered collectors' treasures because they are essentially one-of-a-kind. These unique coins tell a story about the minting process and are highly prized in the numismatic world. Even slight differences in Jefferson's profile, the lettering, or the architectural details of Monticello can dramatically increase the coin's value, making them highly sought after by collectors willing to pay top dollar for a rare find. The design of the 1973 Jefferson nickel is both classic and symbolic. On the obverse, Thomas Jefferson's profile captures the intellect and vision of one of America's most influential leaders. His thoughtful expression is immortalized in fine detail, making the coin not just currency, but a miniature work of art. On the reverse, Monticello represents Jefferson's architectural genius and his vision for the new nation. The attention to detail in the depiction of Monticello, with its columns and dome, reflects the pride in American heritage and craftsmanship. Collectors appreciate these intricate details, especially on coins that have survived in exceptional condition. Mint marks are another crucial factor in determining the value of a 1973 Jefferson nickel. Coins from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco each have distinct marks, and the presence, or absence, of these marks can significantly affect rarity. Uncirculated coins with brilliant, original luster are especially desirable. Professional grading services, like PCGS and NGC, are commonly used by serious collectors to verify the coin's condition and authenticate its quality. A high-grade 1973 Jefferson nickel is not just a coin, it's a collector's pride and a potential centerpiece of any collection. The rarity and historical significance of this coin make it highly appealing to collectors and investors alike. While most 1973 Jefferson nickels are common and worth their face value, rare examples in pristine condition, or those with unique errors, have been known to sell for extraordinary sums at auction. Some of these coins have even crossed into six-figure territory, proving that even a humble 5-cent piece can carry incredible value under the right circumstances. So, what should you do if you happen to own a 1973 Jefferson nickel? Start by examining your coin carefully. Look for mint marks, check for unusual features, and assess its condition. A coin that has been preserved in mint condition without scratches, discoloration, or signs of circulation is already in a league above most coins from that year. If your coin has a rare error, it could be even more valuable and draw attention from collectors around the world. The combination of historical significance, rarity, and condition makes this coin not just a collectible, but potentially a life-changing find, and now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you have a 1973 Jefferson nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $67,000. That's right, $67,000 for a coin that was originally valued at just 5 cents. It's an incredible reminder that treasures can come in the smallest packages, and that something as simple as a nickel can hold extraordinary value. So next time you're sifting through old coin jars, checking your pocket change, or exploring estate sales, keep a sharp eye out for the 1973 Jefferson nickel. It's more than just currency, it's a piece of history, a work of art, and a potential ticket to fortune. Today, we're focusing on a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but has the potential to be a true collector's treasure, the United States Jefferson nickel from 1990. This small 5-cent piece, often overlooked in pocket change or old coin jars, could be worth far more than its face value. Stay with me until the very end, because the value of this coin is nothing short of astonishing. The Jefferson nickel has been an enduring symbol of American currency since it was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Its obverse features Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and the reverse displays Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home in Virginia. The 1990 issue of the Jefferson nickel comes from a unique period in American history. The country was transitioning into a new economic era, technological advancements were shaping daily life, and the coin itself represents a small piece of that historic moment. Millions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1990 across the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Most were used in daily transactions, and over time, the majority have suffered from wear and tear. However, coins that have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition are becoming increasingly rare. The value of these coins is largely determined by their condition, rarity, and any unique features or errors they may have. A nickel that looks as if it just left the mint decades ago is a treasure in the eyes of collectors. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1990 Jefferson nickel is the potential for minting errors or unusual variations. Some coins may have double dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies that make them stand out from the millions of standard issues. These unique characteristics are highly sought after because they are one-of-a-kind pieces of numismatic history. Even small variations in Jefferson's profile, the lettering, or the details of Monticello can dramatically increase a coin's value. Collectors often search for these error coins because they combine rarity, history, and a fascinating story all in one small package. The design of the 1990 Jefferson nickel is classic and symbolic. On the obverse, Thomas Jefferson's profile is depicted in fine detail, capturing the essence of one of America's most influential leaders. His thoughtful expression and dignified appearance make the coin not just currency, but a miniature work of art. On the reverse, Monticello stands as a testament to Jefferson's architectural genius and vision for the new nation. The intricate details of the columns, dome, and surrounding elements make this coin visually striking, especially when preserved in excellent condition. Collectors pay close attention to mint marks when evaluating a 1990 Jefferson nickel. Coins minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco each carry distinct marks that can affect rarity and value. An uncirculated coin with brilliant original luster is highly desirable and can be certified by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC. These certifications provide collectors with confidence in the coin's authenticity and condition, which is crucial when dealing with high-value coins. A top-grade 1990 Jefferson nickel can become a centerpiece of a collection and a prized possession for any serious numismatist. The rarity and historical significance of this coin contribute to its immense collector appeal. While the vast majority of 1990 Jefferson nickels are common and worth only their face value, rare examples in uncirculated condition, or those with unique minting errors, can command extraordinary prices at auction. Some of these coins have even sold for six-figure sums, proving that even a modest 5-cent coin can hold extraordinary financial potential under the right circumstances. If you happen to own a 1990 Jefferson nickel, it's important to carefully examine your coin. Look for mint marks, assess its condition, and check for any unusual features or errors. Coins that have been preserved without scratches, discoloration, or signs of circulation are already extremely valuable, and those with rare anomalies can be worth significantly more. Collectors are constantly searching for coins like these because they combine history, rarity, and aesthetic appeal in a small, portable form. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you have a 1990 Jefferson nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an incredible $60,000. That's right, $60,000 for a coin that originally had a face value of just 5 cents. It's an extraordinary reminder that treasures can hide in the smallest of places, and that even the most ordinary-looking coins can hold life-changing value. So, the next time you're sifting through old coin jars, checking your pocket change, or exploring estate sales, keep an eye out for the 1990 Jefferson nickel. It's more than just currency, it's a piece of history, a work of art, and a potential fortune in your hands. Today, we're exploring a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but could be hiding incredible value in your pocket change, coin jars, or old collections, the United States Jefferson nickel from 1979. This seemingly modest 5-cent piece holds a fascinating story, historic significance, and the potential to be worth an extraordinary amount. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll understand why this coin has captivated collectors and investors alike. The Jefferson nickel has been a part of American currency since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It quickly became a staple of the nation's coinage, appreciated for both its design and historical importance. On the obverse, we see Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, in a dignified profile that has been carefully crafted to capture his essence. On the reverse, we have Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home in Virginia, symbolizing his architectural brilliance and the foundation of his enduring legacy. The 1979 Jefferson nickel represents not only a piece of currency but a snapshot of American history during a transformative era in the late 1970s. In 1979, the United States was experiencing significant economic and social change. The country was navigating through a post-Vietnam era, economic fluctuations, and cultural shifts that influenced daily life. Coins from this time reflect the reality of the era, both in circulation and in design, making them fascinating for collectors who value history as much as monetary worth. Millions of Jefferson nickels were minted that year across Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most were used in everyday transactions and, over time, have become worn and ordinary looking. However, a coin that has survived decades in pristine, uncirculated condition is a rare treasure, and that rarity is what drives value. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1979 Jefferson nickel is the possibility of unique minting errors. Coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies are highly sought after by collectors. These variations tell a story about the minting process and make the coin stand out as a one-of-a-kind piece. Even minor differences in Jefferson's profile, the lettering, or the architectural details of Monticello can significantly enhance the coin's desirability and market value. Collectors actively search for these error coins because they combine history, rarity, and intrigue in a small, portable form. The design of the 1979 Jefferson nickel is both classic and symbolic. Jefferson's profile on the obverse reflects his intellect, vision, and the ideals he stood for as one of America's most influential leaders. Monticello on the reverse is more than just a home, it is an enduring symbol of Jefferson's architectural genius, his attention to detail, and his legacy in American history. For collectors, coins that maintain their original luster and intricate details are especially valuable because they provide a visual connection to the past and a tangible piece of American heritage. Mint marks also play a critical role in determining the rarity and value of a 1979 Jefferson nickel. Coins minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco each have distinct marks, and certain versions are rarer than others. Coins that have been preserved in uncirculated condition with their original luster are particularly desirable, and professional grading services like PCGS and NGC provide authentication and grading that collectors rely on. A high-grade 1979 Jefferson nickel can serve as the centerpiece of a collection and a source of pride for any numismatist. The financial appeal of the 1979 Jefferson nickel is another reason collectors are drawn to it. While most nickels from this year are common and worth only their face value, coins that are uncirculated, pristine, or feature rare minting errors have sold for extraordinary sums at auction. The combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance makes this coin a potential treasure with life-changing value. Collectors and investors alike understand that finding a coin like this can turn a simple 5-cent piece into a serious financial asset. So, if you happen to own a 1979 Jefferson nickel, it's important to examine it carefully. Look for mint marks, evaluate the condition, and check for any unusual features or errors. Coins that have been preserved without scratches, discoloration, or circulation marks are already highly valuable, and those with rare anomalies can fetch even higher prices. The right combination of history, condition, and rarity can transform a humble nickel into a true collector's gem. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you have a 1979 Jefferson nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $73,000. That's right, $73,000 for a coin that originally had a face value of just 5 cents. It's a powerful reminder that treasures can be hiding in the smallest of places and that even ordinary-looking coins can hold extraordinary value. So, next time you're sorting through coin jars, checking your pocket change, or exploring estate sales, keep an eye out for the 1979 Jefferson nickel. It's more than currency, it's a piece of history, a work of art, and a potential fortune waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, valuable finds, and hidden treasures, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another exciting discovery. Today, we're focusing on a coin that may be sitting unnoticed in your pocket change, your coin jars, or even tucked away in an old collection, the United States Jefferson nickel from 1964. This unassuming 5-cent coin carries with it a rich history, unique characteristics, and the potential to be worth an extraordinary sum. Stick around until the very end, because the value of this coin is truly mind-blowing. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage since it was first issued in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. On the obverse, we see Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, depicted in a refined and dignified profile that has become instantly recognizable. On the reverse, we find Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home in Virginia, symbolizing his architectural brilliance and enduring legacy. The 1964 Jefferson nickel comes from a fascinating period in American history, a time marked by social change, economic growth, and significant cultural events that influenced every aspect of American life. In 1964, the United States was experiencing an era of transformation. The country was in the midst of the civil rights movement, the space race was accelerating, and the economic landscape was shifting in ways that would define the decades to come. Coins from this period serve not only as currency but as tangible pieces of history, connecting collectors to a specific moment in time. Millions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1964 across the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. While the vast majority circulated widely, many have suffered from decades of handling, showing wear, scratches, and discoloration. However, coins that have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition are becoming increasingly rare, making them highly valuable to collectors. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1964 Jefferson nickel is the potential for unique minting errors or rare variations. Coins with doubled dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies are highly prized because they are essentially one-of-a-kind pieces. Even subtle differences in Jefferson's profile, the lettering, or the details of Monticello can dramatically increase a coin's desirability and market value. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for these error coins because they combine historical significance, rarity, and intrigue, making them exceptional additions to any collection. The design of the 1964 Jefferson nickel is both classic and symbolic. On the obverse, Jefferson's profile captures the intellect, vision, and ideals of one of America's most influential leaders. His expression is calm yet commanding, reflecting the gravity and responsibility of his legacy. On the reverse, Monticello stands as a testament to Jefferson's architectural genius, with intricate details in the columns, dome, and surrounding features. Coins that retain these details in uncirculated condition are particularly desirable, as they provide a tangible connection to Jefferson's life, vision, and the era in which the coin was minted. Mint marks play a crucial role in determining the rarity and value of a 1964 Jefferson nickel. Coins from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco each carry distinct marks, and certain variations are rarer than others. A coin that has been preserved without scratches, discoloration, or circulation marks, and retains its original luster, is considered highly valuable. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC are commonly used to authenticate and grade these coins, giving collectors confidence in their purchase and helping to determine market value. A high-grade 1964 Jefferson nickel can become the centerpiece of any collection, representing both historical significance and potential financial value. The rarity and historical significance of the 1964 Jefferson nickel make it incredibly appealing to collectors and investors alike. While most coins from this year are common and worth only their face value, uncirculated examples, or those with rare minting errors, have been known to fetch extraordinary sums at auctions. Collectors understand that coins like these combine the appeal of history, artistry, and scarcity, which can translate into substantial financial value. Even a small, 5-cent coin can become a life-changing find when all these factors come together. If you happen to own a 1964 Jefferson nickel, it's essential to carefully examine your coin. Look for mint marks, evaluate its condition, and check for any unusual features or errors. Coins that have survived decades without wear, scratches, or discoloration are already extremely valuable, and those with rare anomalies can fetch prices far beyond typical market expectations. The combination of history, rarity, and condition makes this coin much more than a simple nickel. It's a piece of American heritage with enormous potential, and now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you have a 1964 Jefferson nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $95,800. That's right, $95,800 for a coin that originally had a face value of just 5 cents. It's a striking reminder that treasures can hide in the smallest of places, and that even the most ordinary-looking coins can hold extraordinary value. So, next time you're going through pocket change, exploring old coin jars, or searching estate sales, keep a keen eye out for the 1964 Jefferson nickel. It's more than just currency, it's a piece of history, a work of art, and a potential fortune waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins and want to uncover more hidden treasures from the world of numismatics, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another exciting discovery. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.